I live in an area of the San Fernando Valley known as Valley Village. My neighborhood is bordered on the east by Laurel Canyon, Magnolia on the north, and Riverside on the south. Cutting right through the center of our neighborhood is Bellingham, which drivers seem to like to use as a shortcut to avoid all the traffic on Laurel Canyon. The city sent someone out to do a traffic study along Bellingham and came up with a 2-car per hour ratio. I set up my video camera and within just a few minutes was able to record a 1 car per minute ratio. It was amazing to see how many cars just ignored the stop signs and how many more wanted to travel at speeds in excess of 40 miles an hour through a residential zone, many of them traveling at least 60 miles an hour. I sent this video to the Department of Transportation and also to the City Council and basically got no response whatsoever. I called the Department of Transportation and requested stop signs be put on along every corner, but they told me that I'd have to write a letter and request them. They said that I wouldn't get stop signs, but that I might get speed humps if I got everybody along my street to agree to them, and I'd have to get them to sign a petition. They made me go around twice to all the neighbors, but I finally got all the signatures that I needed. I got the approval for the speed humps, which would hopefully cut down on the speeders and people cutting through our neighborhood. They moved a northbound stop sign on Bellingham, which helped slow traffic, to the side street Lameda heading westbound. Then they placed speed hump signs at the 2 far ends of Bellingham so that if you entered off of Houston or Morrison and turned, you wouldn't see that the speed humps were there. As you can see from this photo, they didn't put in the normal speed humps that we're used to in parking lots and everything. They put in these low, flat-lying speed humps that you can go over at almost any speed and it doesn't do anything at all. They also put these insignificant arrow markings on them, and most people don't even know they're there until they've gone over the speed hump. The first speed hump is here. The second speed bump is 2 blocks down, all the way down here. Because the speed humps are so small, you can travel all 4 blocks and gain speed from one end to the other without ever having to stop for the speed humps. And since they took out the stop sign, cars have an extra block to build up even more speed. Now here's about 5 minutes of video that I took standing out in front of my house the other morning. See how many of these cars you think are going the speed limit. And remember, it's supposed to be 15 miles an hour over the speed humps. You wouldn't believe how many near misses I see standing out in front of my house. This happens all the time, and often it gets much, much closer. I think we all do California stops from time to time, but people rarely stop at these stop signs. Notice too that we don't have sidewalks in our neighborhood. We're forced to walk in the streets along with these speeding cars. And at night it's even more dangerous because we have very few street lights. Now I'm pretty sure he didn't see that that speed hump was there, and he actually came past one of the few signs. Just look how well those speed humps are slowing people down. Can you believe that this is a residential neighborhood? I, along with a lot of my neighbors, will yell out at these speeding cars to slow down, but then that seems to tick them off and they go even faster. This happens quite a bit. People stop there thinking there should be a stop sign there, and there's not. And then they gun it to, like they have to make up time or something. Now watch this car coming down here 40, 45 miles an hour. He just glides right over the top of that speed hump. No problem at all. Here's another one. Oops, be careful. I don't know what the statistics are on speeding cars, but I've noticed, just in watching these speeders down through my neighborhood, most of these cars are women drivers, and most of them are talking on their cell phone. This isn't the only street that people speed on. They also speed on the little side streets going the other direction. People come down this street, even though there's a stop sign at both corners, they don't stop at the stop signs at all, and they'll speed through the intersection at 40, 50 miles an hour all the way down to the end of the street. So I'm asking the Los Angeles Department of Transportation, who sent me this form stating that it will reduce the vehicle speeds through our neighborhood if they put in these speed humps. Now that you've seen the video, do you really think it has reduced any speed? Because it sure looks to me like it's only made cars able to go faster through our neighborhood. I begged you to put stop signs in at every corner, telling you that speed humps were not going to do the job. You swore to me that there was nothing that stop signs would do, that it wouldn't slow down the traffic. But doesn't a stop sign make somebody stop? Isn't that slowing down the traffic? How can a speed hump that's only 2 5/8 inches high have any effect on speeding cars? You can fly right over the top of them. So I'll be sending this video out to the Department of Transportation as well as the entire City Council, except for Jack Weiss, because he never answers or responds to me anyway. And all the times over the years that I've lived here, he has never once personally responded to me. And his staff is just totally inefficient. I'm asking everybody that watches this video to visit the Recall Jack Weiss website and sign the petition to get him out of office, because he just doesn't care about any of us and he never responds to anyone.